What's up, boys? Franchise here, coming at you with a stick review of the Bauer Nexus 600. Now, normally I'd be playing with a lot higher end of a stick. I have two total ones and an Apex, just a little background information of what I'm coming from. And I wanted to try the Nexus Flex Profile because it's supposed to be this groundbreaking, sticks profile, giving that player the optimal third choice in the Bauer line. And I would have to agree from about a week and a half of use that it's definitely a great stick for the price. Now, originally I wanted a Nexus 1000, but didn't really have the cash for it, so have one of these now. Alright. Basically, how the stick works is in the middle of the stick, right around the Bauer logo, maybe a little farther down, that's where the stick is the stiffest. So it flexes in the bottom third and then in the top handle. Now, really, the best part of this stick is actually the way it flexes. I really like it. It complements my shooting style completely. I've had an Apex recently, which I didn't really like the way it shot. It kind of handcuffed you into shooting a certain way with the dual flex point system that I thought was kind of phony anyway. But the one thing I do have to say about the stick, it's heavier than any of the other two sticks in the price point in the Bauer line. The Vapor 4.0 and the 160 are both going to be a lot lighter and probably a bit more balanced. But for the price, if you want to try the flex profile, you're kind of stuck with the weight, which isn't really that bad after you're playing with it for a little bit. You get kind of used to it. Now, the one thing I do want to say, I'll name off some specs here. I'm using a 77 flex, which I cut down about 3.5 inches or so. I originally cut it down to halfway between the 84 flex mark and the 92 flex mark, and it still felt really whippy. It plays really, really soft. Like, especially when you first rattle off a few shots, you're gonna really feel the whippiness of the stick, which is how the stick is designed to shoot. It's supposed to feel soft. I mean, compared to like an Apex, where I feel like the Apex is the stiffest stick in the market at a flat flex rating. If you took all the same sticks, which I have, all the same flexes, the Nexus plays the softest, and I would say the total one is in the middle, and then the Apex plays the stiffest. And I think a lot of it has to do with the new, nanotube technology that they've been using. But I mean, now the blade in this is an Aerofoam 2, which is not that bad. I mean, a total one was an Aerofoam 2, but to be honest with you, you can definitely tell it's a lower end blade. I can't feel the puck as much, and that a lot of it has to do with it's because it's a fused stick. And I use a P14 curve now, which it's been great, to be honest with you. Really great. I would say if you're in the market for a new stick that's around $100, $120, this is probably going to be right up your alley in the price point, especially if you want to try the new flex profile, that is for sure. The one thing I would recommend is, if you're more weight conscious, I would probably steer towards maybe a Supreme or maybe even an Easton. I know the 65S is fairly light for the price at $100, but me being a Bauer guy, I wanted to at least give it a shot, and I had to say I'm really impressed by it. I mean, in all circumstances, I really would love 1,000, but there's nothing really you can do about it there. But yeah, I mean, overall, I really do like this stick. I gotta play with it a little bit more just to see how it feels, but so far it's so good. I'll probably post another little midterm review soon of it when I get a chance. Alright guys, thanks.